We were all excited when Minecraft 1.9 came out. There was an entire expansion to the end, new combat, lots of different changes and tweaks. And the first thing you probably did was go to the end, fight the Ender Dragon, and get yourself an Elytra. But since then, you probably haven't been back to the end dimension. You probably haven't visited it at all. Because, well, what else is there to do? You can mine some endstone, get some chorus fruit, build a base there if you're really ambitious. But in the end, it's just another dimension. The thing is, when you went down to the end, when you got your loot and left, there was something you forgot. Something almost as cool as the Elytra. And of course, I'm talking about shulkers, the only mob in the game that is also a block. These guys are awesome, they can make you levitate, and they're actually really cool to have around the base. But of course, you never brought one back, because how do you do that? How do you capture a block that can't be mined and move it all the way back to your base? Hey, what's up everybody, this is Richie here, and today I'm going to show you how to capture your very own shulker and bring it back to your base, or wherever you want it. Now what can you use shulker for, you may ask? Well, fun, and more fun. Maybe a little bit showing off too. Basically, there aren't that many things you can do with them. You can make an elevator with them by having them shoot you with their levitation beams. You can make a turret with them, and since they're blocks, you can have them push around your base. And of course, you can make a shulker display case, because how many players in Minecraft do you think have one of these? Now, a while ago, Exumavoid made a video on how to capture these things, and frankly, his method was not good. He wanted you to push one into a boat, and then ride all the way back to the end islands. And I don't mean through that little portal you formed. I mean through a void of thousands of blocks until you get to the coordinates that your end island was at. And that, you don't want to do that. You don't want to build a platform that long, and there's no point in it. And his grounds for doing this was, yes, you could get it into a minecart, but doing that's very difficult. And today, I'm going to show you how to capture these things in minecarts. As you see right here, we just have to make a loop of rail around, push him around the corner, and there we go. We have captured a block. Now, the interesting thing about having these in a minecart is they still behave exactly like a block. We can step on top of them, we can walk into them, we can't move them at all, and I think that's really cool. We have an actual block that we can move around. Now, this baby will shoot at you, so you have to be careful, and I want you to set up everything in advance. Now, from here, there is a little bit of a tricky part. This rail I built, you're going to have to make it go all the way to the portal you came through. And of course, I know this seems difficult. You're going to have to use a lot of rails on this thing, and it's not going to be easy. But if you want to get a ton of powered rails really fast, I will direct you to this machine right here that duplicates them very, very simply. Of course, we're going to have a more sustainable piece of power that doesn't get broken. But as you can see, if we go and flick this right here, we keep duplicating rails forever. Now, this is a bug. It will eventually get patched, and it only works with powered rails and other non-standard rails, but I think it will help quite a lot in your journey. And once you've carried your railroad all the way back to your portal, basically all you're going to have to do is ride him right through this area right here and into the portal. Now, I would recommend using powered rails for the entire journey, because shulkers can get stuck very easily. And once they get stuck, they're very hard to move, because this hitbox right here is actually bigger than the minecart's hitbox, so when you push them, they don't move, because you're trying to push a block instead of the minecart. And once all that's done, we're just going to jump back through the portal right here. Of course, in survival, you'd have to ender pearl. And as you can see, I've made a little minecart track going out of the edge of this portal right here. I would recommend doing all 4 edges, just to be safe, just to make sure nothing goes wrong. But from here, we're just going to have a trail going all the way down to this end portal right here. And when you pop through that, you'll come out in the spawn chunks, which are empty in my world. But once you push your shulker through, it should appear somewhere in the spawn chunks. If you're unsure of how to find those, it's basically where your compass points to, and from there, you can move that guy wherever you want. Now, eventually, you might want to break him out of his minecart, and to do that, we're essentially just going to drop the minecart directly down on a cactus. Now, this may cause a few problems. When the minecart breaks, your shulker is probably going to teleport away, but it won't have gone that far, And just make sure you're in a clear open area, probably without caves, where you can find and fix it. And from there, if you want him to be in the block form, you're just going to have to push that shulker with pistons until you get him in the place that you want. But unfortunately, guys, that's just about all the time I have for today. I hope you like this video, and I hope that that shulker is now in your base, because they are very cool. Make sure to have some sort of a redstone contraption that fences them off, and then opens when you want them to open, because if you have a rapid-firing shulker in your base, things go bad very, very quickly. And of course, remember that this plan is not foolproof. It'll work well, but expect to die 1 or 2 times, because that's just the way Minecraft is, and shulkers can be pretty nasty. In survival, they'll probably be shooting at you the whole time, which is the other reason I recommend having powered rails the whole way, because they just go straight, you don't have to interact with them at all, and they'll be in the spawn chunks in no time. And if you did like this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Until the next time, this has been Richie, and I'm out. I'll see ya.